Hey guys, today's video is just a quick guide and installation of the AM5 Secure Frame version 2 from Thermalright. In this video, I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of quick unboxing of the 9800X3D, and because we need that chip to be able to install into the motherboard. So basically, we got our chip. And obviously, the first thing a lot of people would do, just open this up, pop it in, boom, bada boom, it's done. But for in this case, we will need to install this guy. Now, in my previous video, I do explain that the back plate on the AM5 or on this particular board is a I would say a multi-use back plate. Unlike AM4, the back plate on this supports both the quick connection of the AM5 cooler or AM4 cooler, but most custom cooler out there doesn't require this, so we'll need to take that out. But I will take that out afterwards, because the reason I leave it there is so the back plate wouldn't fall off, and it just makes my installation easier. They do make the packaging a little bit of tough to open. I don't know why they make it a sealable packaging, because once you take it out from the packaging, it's no longer needed. So I'll have to cut this out. So from my last video, from the 1700 secure frame, it does come with a tube of thermal paste, and in this case there's no thermal paste, and that's kind of unfortunate in their part. But to be honest, I mean, if you bought a custom or just a non AMD cooler, it will come with a thermal paste with it anyways, so really you don't really need it, but it's just nice to have. Now what it does come with are these screws that you'll need to install. So unlike the 1700 secure bracket, it reuses the Intel mounting screws. And in this case, it looks like I will need to use their aftermarket screws to replace the AM5 stock ones. Now it does give you the tool you need, so that's pretty nice. Like I said before, you don't require too much torque to untighten these, but you do have to be careful once you start lifting the socket open, because there are a very good chance that you might bend the pins. So you have to do this carefully and gently. And what I end up doing here is just loosen them evenly. Do they pop out? No, they don't. So these screws, they will actually stay with the bracket. So once you have loosened everything, you wiggle this and you lift straight up. Once you have done that, you could probably just close this and put it aside. The next thing you need to do is line your CPU, and there are notches. You could line up with your socket from your CPU and a socket, and you put it in and settle in and kind of give it a little wiggle so you know it's sitting there flat. Now the next thing you know, you take your little mounting bracket here, you set it on top of your chip, and then you use the same tool that you were using before to screw in the screws for the frame or the bracket. Now you do want to do this with a star pattern, I suppose, even though there's only 4 screws you have to deal with, but you want to do this evenly. So what I do here is I'll slowly torque them down in a star pattern. And give it a little bit more torque each time. Now, it depends on what you're comfortable with. You might want to kind of torque it down a little bit quicker, but once you have everything kind of all torqued down, you just want to make one last run with like a 1/8 turn, so you can make sure it's nice and tight. And you don't want to use this end, because that, I think that will make too much torque and that will cause too much pressure. I think the 1/8 turn method, using the stubby side to turn, is the best way to do, and that's it. So the next thing you want to do is that you want to install your cooler. But in our case, we're gonna be using an aftermarket cooler, or as you can see, this particular chip doesn't come with an AMD stock cooler, so you really don't need to use this. And then for me, now I can comfortably remove these brackets. And that's it. And then depends on the type of cooler, you will end up needing to use these holes to mount your cooler. Thanks guys for watching this video. My next coming up video is actually to try it out from the smallest to the biggest cooling. I wonder if I can actually use this Intel cooler on this AM5 chip to see how well it can cool the chip. But I don't think it can do that. I have to cut off some of the standoff. But it'll be an interesting video, I guess. We'll see you then. Bye.